The stars look so much brighter here than in the city, don't they?
Yes, they do. And look, that group of stars over there looks like a question mark.
That's a constellation, JC. Ursa Major. It does look like a question mark.
What's a constellation, Dad?
Constellations are groups of stars in the sky that form particular shapes when seen from the Earth.
Wow! Can you show me more constellations?
Ah, yes. Look over there. See that group of stars?
Which one, Dad?
See, that one over there. The one with the big belt of stars down the middle. That's Orion.
Oh, I want to draw it, Dad. How exactly do I do this?
Look here. First you draw points for stars. And then you join them using lines. I sound like I'm giving you a geometry lesson.
Geometry? What is that?
Geometry is the science of mathematics that deals with the properties of space.
Tell me more, Dad.
To explain what geometry is, I'll have to take you back in time 2,300 years ago to a man named Euclid.
2,300 years? Wow!
Euclid was a Greek mathematician who is known as the father of geometry. In 300 BC, Euclid wrote a book called Patterns, which organized all current knowledge about geometry into a single provable system. The word geometry comes from the Greek words geos, meaning earth, and metron, meaning measure. So geometry literally means to measure the earth.
But what's the use of geometry, Dad?
Geometry is a science that helps us understand shapes and their relation in the real world. Geometry has application in architecture, astronomy, navigation, and almost every aspect of real life.
Oh, wow!
And it all begins with the point.
The point!
Look here. This is a point.
Dad, you mean this dot? How can something this small be so important?
A point is the most important concept in geometry, no matter how insignificant it may seem. A point has no length, breadth, or thickness. It has no shape or size. It's just a basic idea in geometry. But a point shows a definite position. No geometrical figure can be drawn without beginning with a point. Every geometrical figure should be named. And this starts from naming the point.
Oh!
Many points come together to form a line.
A line?
Yes, a line extends forever in both directions.
You mean it goes on and on?
Yes, it does. This is why, while drawing a line, we draw two arrows on it on either side to show that it never ends.
So if I join these two stars like this is a line.
No, JC. This is a line segment.
Line segment? What's that?
A line segment is a part of a straight line. It has two distinct endpoints. It does not go on forever like a line. So if you join point A and point B, you get line segment AB.
Okay, I get it now. A line extends forever in both directions, but a line segment has two distinct endpoints. Hey, Does this mean that you cannot measure a line?
No, JC. A line cannot be measured, but you can measure a line segment. Draw a line segment of any length using a ruler.
Oh, can you show me how?
Sure. Look here. Let's make a line segment measuring 12 centimeters. Place a ruler firmly on the paper. Mark a point A on the 0 mark with your pencil. Count from 0 up to 12 centimeters and mark a point B at 12. Now draw a straight line from 0 to 12.
That's great, Dad. But what if I want to draw a line segment of 12.5 centimeters?
12.5 centimeters means 12 centimeters and 5 millimeters. There are 10 points in a centimeter. If you look at your ruler carefully, any two numbers on the ruler are separated by 10 lines. These are millimeters. There are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. So each one of these smaller lines denotes 1 millimeter. So, to draw a line segment of 12.5 centimeters, you count up to 12 centimeters on the ruler and
count 5 smaller divisions after 12 to show 12.5 centimeters.
Exactly.
That was simple.
You can do the same to measure line segments too. Simply place the 0 mark of your ruler against the beginning of the line and note the marking at which it ends. That will be the length of your line segment.
Cool. That's great, Dad. I'll finish drawing my constellation now. First, I'll draw points for stars. And then I'll join them using line segments.
Very good. There you have it. Come on. Time for bed now. We have to go for a long walk tomorrow morning. Wow, JC. This is great, isn't it?
It is. And look at the rays of the sun. They look so pretty.
Yes, they do. And this reminds me of something I should have told you last night when we were talking about geometry.
What, Dad?
About rays.
You mean the rays of the sun?
Yes, just like sun rays start from the sun and then travel endlessly in one direction, in the same way, a ray is a line that starts from one point and goes on indefinitely in one direction. The end point of the ray is called its origin.
Can the length of a ray be measured, Dad?
No.
Great! I'll remember this. A line stretches endlessly in both directions. But a ray has one end point and extends endlessly only in one direction.
Good, JC. You know what? We have had enough of geometry for one trip. Let's do something fun.
Like what, Dad?
Let's go swimming.
Oh, let's go! Let's revise everything we just learnt about geometry. A point has no length, breadth or thickness. It has no shape or size. A point shows a definite position. Many points join together to form a line. A line goes on endlessly on both sides and its length cannot be measured.
A line segment is a part of a straight line. It has two distinct endpoints. The length of a line segment can be measured.
A ray starts from a point called origin and extends endlessly in one direction. You can draw and measure a line segment using a ruler. Don't forget to start counting from the 0 mark of the ruler and write the measure of the length in centimeters. Always name the geometric figures such as points, rays, lines and line segments.